Okay guys, it's been amazing and a beautiful day and a very sunny day. We're here on the set of a job we're doing, we're filming, but I am going to treat a topic about men, how men feel in a domestic abuse marriage or relationship. So I am going to bring my guys here to talk to us how they feel, what's their take on this domestic abuse, both physical, both emotional. I'm going to ask them their take on the whole thing, if it's best for them to take a walk or if they believe in sitting down there and fighting it out and hoping for it to get better. So I would like you to stay tuned. You're going to enjoy this. And again, thank you so much for joining us on today's topic. And I welcome you all to Chienge's World. And if you know you haven't subscribed to my channel, please endeavor to subscribe. So right now, I'm going to call them up. We're going to watch them and hear from their own point of view. And moreover, do not worry about the sun. Like I told you guys, we're in a location. We're inside a bush about to film. So guys, let's go. Thank you. And guys, I'm bringing them to you. Welcome you all to my channel. Then I want to ask a question. I'm just going straight to the point. I don't want to beat about the bush. I'm sure you guys must have heard of men dropping dead lately over domestic abuse. You know, we're used to women's own. Of course, women are always on the receiving end, know that. But of course, the truth is, recently men are dropping dead, more especially young men. I want to know, first of all, is any of you married here?
Yeah.
You're married. You're not married, you're not married. Victor? Okay, but all the same, I want to know, starting from you, Victor. What do you think marriage is? Do you believe that marriage, that people must continue to be together no matter what they seek? Or do you believe in anyone walking away when it's that hot? When you notice that nothing can be done about it, do you believe in them sitting one place and fighting it out? Or do you believe when it's so toxic that one should walk away? Can we hear from you?
Well, I believe if you smell, not even have an experience, if you smell abuse, like Tom and Jerry, pack your bag and run away. That's my belief.
Okay.
But I hate abuse.
You are not married yet?
No.
And you are hoping to get married?
Yes.
And I believe you are not scared of what you are hearing on social media.
Definitely not.
So this is your own take on it. So what about you? Are you married? Tell us.
I'm not married.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll get married someday.
Very wide voice tone. So tell me, how do you feel about it? Do you believe in fighting everything out together? Or do you believe in taking a walk when it's too much?
Yeah, I believe in, I don't believe in fighting whatever it is, but I believe in working towards a better marriage.
You know, they say we must fight for what belongs to us, which is true. We will definitely fight for our marriage, fight for everything. But let's just know if you believe in keep fighting, hoping that everything will get better, or do you believe in your walking away to save your mental health?
Okay, like what I said earlier, fighting sounds toxic to me. I can't fight for what doesn't belong to me. Like when I love somebody and you don't love me in back, you don't love me in return, I don't believe it can work.
Okay.
You know, but when the love is mutual, that's when two of you can work on making it better. So, but when the love is not there, when it's not mutual, I don't think anything can work. I don't think we can manipulate someone into being there for you, and even if you try, even if it works, it's just for the moment. You know, maybe after one or two things, after some period of time, it will still go back to where it used to be. Okay. So I believe in mutual understanding
before it can work.
Before it can work.
Okay, Jimmy, you tell us. Jimmy, we are married.
Yeah.
Congratulations. No matter what, marriage is still sweet. But truth be told, Jimmy, you know, I just asked here, what's your take on this? Do you believe, just like I asked them, in fighting it and working it out and being hopeful for something you are not sure of? Or do you believe when it's so toxic that one should take a walk to save them? from mental breakdown?
Okay, to my own understanding, marriage, like they said, is for better for worse, which I don't agree about that. And there has never been a perfect marriage in this world.
Yeah.
So I believe in working with your partner, working together to get a better marriage, to get a better future. But once it comes to domestic violence, I don't think anybody will want to be in a house now be seeing such violence, beating, and the rest of it. So I believe in working to get a better home. But if it doesn't work out, which I know with God all things are possible, you and your partner, you can come together, pray about it, and pray that it will work out. But if it doesn't work out, I believe the best is to walk away.
Okay, guys, you can see. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Jimmy. You can see. I noticed that a lot of men, more especially, are beginning to wake up, because in the years past and still today, it is women that are more on the receiving end. But unfortunately, these days, men are now receiving abuse in their various homes. Okay, then what's your take on emotional? You know, we have emotional abuse and physical abuse, and I believe you know what physical abuse is and what emotional abuse is. So, what do you think, in your own words, do you believe that emotional abuse is worse than physical abuse, or the physical abuse is worse than emotional abuse?
I was almost going to say emotional abuse is the worst of them all. Because when somebody tries to play on your psychic, it's as hot as somebody trying to abuse you, physical material. So I always prefer, I don't even know, none of them is good, but emotional abuse is one manipulative, demonic system of using people that I would not even give room for.
Okay, and what's your take?
Yeah, emotional abuse is the worst. It's the worst of them all.
As in, I yelled, kwata kwata of them all.
Like the all and all. So, like me, I would say I'm very, very sensitive to anything that will get me down emotionally. So whatever it is, I don't mind living everything for you. Just my mental health and walk away. So I would say emotional abuse is the worst of them all.
It's worse for you. What about you, Jimmy?
Emotional abuse is a lack of communication, because I believe emotional abuse you can work things out. I believe emotional abuse can be sorted out, kind of, but domestic abuse is the worst, because I don't see where you will start hitting on someone, because you might end up killing that person. So emotional abuse, you can always work things out, because through communication, coming together to know each other more, I believe that the emotional abuse can reduce and can be worked out.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So here we have you two saying that emotional abuse is worse, and Jimmy is saying, emotional abuse is worse, and Jimmy is saying that physical abuse is worse than emotional abuse, that it can be sorted out. Okay, on this topic we're treating today, we're not going to mention names, but I believe you guys, you all heard the news of one of us that lost his life because he has been too secretive, which is not a bad thing. We all cannot be the same. We all know him. If you ask me, I'm going to describe him as a gentleman, humble, down to earth, because that's who he was, and very secretive. So now, because it has to do with men, and we all heard that he died out of an abuse from his marriage. And there's another one also who also died, one of us as well, who also died from emotional abuse, because his own wasn't physical but emotional. Even the first one wasn't physical but emotional. So as men, as a woman, I can speak for us, because I know we speak out, even though not every woman agrees to speak out. Then for you guys, do you believe that a man should speak out? Like, do you believe you men should start learning how to speak out, or do you still believe in the stigma of, I'm a man, I'm not supposed to cry out loud for the world to hear my voice? Please tell me what you think about this.
Well, a realist, the truth is that for every man there's an ego. there's pride.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
So with the generation where we find ourselves presently, I will always succumb to the system where if there is anything, you just shout out.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out means calling some minds that you feel can understand you
Without
together.
feeling ashamed, huh?
Yeah, without feeling ashamed to talk about it. Because once you do, you start dying inside. You start incurring sickness that you can't even control it. That's where depression and all those start running into your head. And before you know, you can even be driving on a normal day. And you just, as you're thinking about it, there's this temptation that if I try this bridge, maybe life will be better.
Mainland bridge or something.
So speak out, speak out, speak out.
Men,
That's,
men, speak out.
Speak out. Don't hide anything.
What's your take?
When you talk about speaking out, first of all, who are you confiding
I'm
in?
referring to men.
No,
because
like I'm speaking. I'm talking generally.
speaking out could be just speaking out aloud for the world to hear, or speaking out aloud for family or friends to hear.
Yes.
Just speak out.
Yes.
Do you believe in a
Yes.
man speaking out, or you believe in a man still bottling it up and handle it like a matured man?
Well, like me, like I said earlier, speaking out. Who are you talking to? Who are you confiding in?
Everyone.
When you say everyone, I
mean is either it's to the world or to families
Yes.
or to friends.
Okay.
But do you believe in a man
Yes.
speaking out?
When I ask that, speaking out, who understands you? One, who knows what you're going through? Because sometimes speaking out can actually make it worse. Because you don't know, like some people, how will I put it now? Some people don't.
Can twist things around, huh?
Yeah, some people can twist things around. Some people don't even have any idea of what you're passing through. Some people don't even know how to manage it or talk you out of it. Some can even make it worse
Okay.
than you have it in your head.
Okay.
So, first of all, speaking out, it's like confiding in somebody. Like you need help.
Yes.
So, why needing help? You must have an admirer, like who you can run up to. This is what I'm passing through. Like, look for someone that you think or you know that can actually give you
So,
a good advice on that.
If I am trying to get exactly what you're talking about, in your own case,
In my own case, yeah.
it is best not to speak out just like that.
No, it's best
It's
not
just to
speak out.
confine in one person or
Yes,
two.
or two.
Okay, so you are still the man that wants to keep it in. Somehow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Jimmy, what's your take on it?
Yeah, like I said earlier, communication or relationship in marriage is very, very, very important. Communication is a very strong key in marriage, in any relationship, what have you. Because when you communicate, it's a part of speaking out. Because you have to address some issue that you don't want and things that you want. Okay? I stand on that ground of speaking out.
Okay.
Because when you speak out, you ease yourself. You ease many things about you. You solve almost half of the problem. You can have somebody you can confide to. You can also have a very close person you can talk to. You don't just talk to anybody you see, because my mom used to tell me that marriage, like they said, marriage is between you and your wife. You don't bring your family problem outside. People should know what. So if you're speaking out, you should be a particular person or a particular set of people that you need to speak out to, so that people will know what you're passing through. From there, you at least solve half of the problem. And communication is very, very important. So my own take is speak out. Just speak out. That's it.
Thank you so much. We've heard from all of them. He said speaking out is the ultimate. He said speaking out to certain people is best for him, not everyone out there, but he believes in speaking out to the world. Okay, my take in the whole thing for men as a woman is that men should start speaking out. Because in the case of the person I was telling you, one of us, he actually spoke to one of us again, confided in him, and still tell him not to tell anyone. So it still doesn't help. It still doesn't help. We know that men are passing through abuse, different abuse in their home. But for me as a woman, men should begin to speak out. It doesn't matter, because when you do, yeah, definitely people will call you all sorts of names because you're a man. But in the long run, people will begin to understand. And surprisingly, I went through a series of comment sections. Nigerians are waking up. People are even saying, why won't he speak out? He's supposed to speak out. It doesn't matter that there are some devils in human form as a woman. So I was surprised that people are actually waking up in today's era. So that's the topic that actually touched me, that I wanted to treat. But I wouldn't want to just treat it alone, because I'm a woman. I would love to have men with me, so that they can give us their own ideas, what they feel about all this abuse going on and here and there. Because one of them that died actually died of a brain tumor, and I personally know what led to it. He thinks a lot, he worries a lot, and he works hard to just prove to the wife that he can be a man. And you know, taking series of jobs at the same time landed into a hemorrhage of the brain, bleeding of the brain, and that's where everything started, until recently he lost his life. So honestly, men, I plead on you guys to learn how to speak out, and at the same time, you don't have to care if anybody tells you are not man. You don't have to care if anybody calls you a weakling, because we are talking about mental health. We are talking about you saving your life, you living for your children. That's what we're after. Or you living for you. You can live for you first of all before any other thing. Because when you live for you and you happen to have children, then you are living for your children, because you'll be able to take care of them. So for me, I would rather say men should learn how to speak out. So guys, thank you so much. I enjoyed each and every one of you. And this is Eno, and you CK. And this is my lovely Jimmy. Guys, do not be surprised. This is the work we do, like I told you guys earlier on. We are filmmakers. They have their series of jobs. Of course, I'm an artist. He's makeup. He's coordinator. And he's an actor as well. So don't worry about our costumes. You can see the background. You can see the background. It's a lovely background setting. We love it. And I believe you've heard from them. So if you have anything to comment, please put it down on the comment section, and we promise to be getting you things like this from time to time from Chege's World. So thank you so much, and if you know you enjoy this, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget comment, and also share it to your brothers, share it to your fathers, because a lot of fathers are going through hell, but they are still bottling it up in the name of I am a man. When you go down there, deep feet, 6 feet, there's nothing like I am a man down there. So please do the best you can for yourself, and don't be afraid to take a walk. Taking a walk doesn't make you a bad person. When it has gotten to that section of taking one's life, if you take somebody's life, you are going down. If they take your life, you're already down there. So why would you even wait for that to happen? In as much as marriage is beautiful, but at the same time, we all need God's intervention in marriage. Just put God first, and we believe God will handle it for you. But when it's not working out, it's simply not working out. So thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this thing. Thank you so much, and until next time, we're going to bring another topic. It is bye from me to you and my guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. Bye.